Hi, and welcome to day 2 of the Digital Challenge. 30 days of consecutive digital marketing tips delivered through quick live learning, 10-minute sessions live at 1 p.m. on Facebook. Remember to like the page and join the group because all of the recordings will be going in there too. Now we're going to go deep into blogging, and we're going to dive into 10 of my blogging tips today. What I want to do is really bring value to you. So I'm going to do whistle-stop tours through all of the hot topics of 2018, covering all aspects of digital marketing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we cover as much as possible in these 10-minute sessions. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is look at headline. Now, with headline, make sure that it's no longer than 80 characters. Why? Well, the first thing is, when we're looking at, say, blogs and articles, often we're skimming through social media. What happens is that you need to make sure that you grab the attention of the reader. Now, in 3 seconds, which is normally what we afford people when we're skimming through content, we want to grab that person's attention, and we can only read 80 characters in that 3 seconds. So what I want to do is make sure that, number one, headlines are short, sharp, grab attention, so think it through. Make sure the headline isn't already being used somewhere in Google. Pick unique headlines to you. It's going to help, obviously, for the search. Now, length of the blog, I'm often asked, like, how long should a blog be? Well, quite simply, we're looking at appealing to Google, so something like 300 words is a good start. Now, the sweet spot is normally anything from about sort of 800 to 1500, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing 7 tips for social media success, then it's going to be a bit longer. Now, on the wording side of things, please try and use simple terminology. Now, this is your sort of psychology lesson for the day. Please think about not using really uber long words, because what happens is when we learn to read, we actually start with the alphabet and then we learn a word. And those common words, there's 5,000, such as and the, become a shape in our mind. So when we see that, I don't need to read the word any longer. We simply see a shape. And that means that we don't have to spend time reading it. So in turn, when we're looking at things like social media posts and blogs, etc., it's even better because if it's a common word, it's less taxing to the brain and we've already consciously learned it. Now, alerts for ideas. People often say to me, not really sure where to get ideas from. Well, Google Alerts. Tip of the day, go to Google Alerts, set up your company name, and your competitors' names and all your keywords. And what it will do is Google will send you a little email with all of alerts, which is going to tell you all of the content that your competitors have posted, anything that's new to Google, basically. I would also set up your own brand, so you get notifications of when anything you've published has gone live on the web. Now, let's also go for matching content for the audience. Well, what do I mean here? Well, when you're matching for the audience, it means that obviously, it's going to appeal more to them. So think about maybe going through all of the frequently asked questions on your website and so on. What will happen is if you're responding to content that's asked a lot, it means you're matching demand a little bit more. The next thing on my list is research. So often people don't research. There's a great tool out there, BuzzSumo. Go and find your topic on BuzzSumo and find out what the most popular blog or article ever written on the web was for. Go and have a look at that, glean all your ideas and make it better. Now, demand, number 7 on my list. Demand, make sure that if you're blogging and you're trying to get more traffic and attract more leads, that people actually want it. Now, what I mean by this is actually looking at the keywords. So maybe going on to Google Keyword Planner and just doing a quick search for what you're looking to write for, seeing what the global search volume was. And if everyone's searching for it, then clearly people want it. Now, number 8 on my list is visuals and formatting. Now, with visuals, please make your blog exciting. Not just put visuals for the blog header, but let's get visuals in there, explaining each step. Pick out stats, facts, key points, any quotes or anything you want them to remember. Because remember, when we're scanning online, we're scanning 6 times quicker. So please, please, please make sure that not only there is demand for your content, but it looks good. We tend to scan, we look at headlines, we're looking for little snippets. So put bullets in, grids, tables, charts, anything like that. Now, number 9 is blogs should be at the heart of your content. Now, whenever I say the word blogging, unfortunately, a lot of people in business are not that keen on the idea. But with blogging, if it's at the heart of your content strategy, it's going to save you loads of time. Now, in digital, we're always looking to be able to maximize our digital profits, which means productivity, automating, and creating content that's reusable. Now, what you can do with your blog is you can obviously post it on social media and then take social snippets out of it. Now, what I mean by that is if there's 7 steps, post the blog once and take those 7 steps and then repost them as different stats and facts in social and drive it back. Now, the last of the list today is call to action. So often I see blogs and blogs and blogs with call to action at the bottom. Front load it, put it to the top. 80% of people are going to read your headline. Only 20% are going to read the article. Now, if we front load it at the top, get to the point quickly, grab our attention. If you want us to do something like download something, give it to us in the top 25%. Now, also, if you want people to subscribe to your blog, you spent time and money getting that traffic there. If you want them to stay and obviously read more, they're obviously interested, put a call to action in for that too. And my final point of today's blogging tips is after subscribing, get people to engage. In blogs, ask people to get involved, ask for comments, ask for them to share the content through the social profiles. And get them to engage, comment, liking, sharing. So many times we get to a blog and people have turned off the ability to comment. It's got to be two-way. So that's today's top tips in blogging. If you want to go and find out what the topics are for the rest of the 30-day challenge, just go and join the group. All of the topics day by day are listed there. But also, if you've got anything that you'd like us to cover, let us know. Just comment here or in the group. And we'll make sure, because we've actually reserved some special spots just for your content. So tune in tomorrow and I will see you at 1 o'clock every day for 30 days, right up to the 30th of March. But remember to like the page and join the group and let us know if there's anything that you'd like us to cover in terms of topics. So have a fabulous day and we will see you again tomorrow at 1 p.m.